Yo.
Reach over and grab your butt cheeks. Oh.
Yeah.
My
As y'all can tell, Detroit Mel is back.
Had the song in my head. My bad.
Nah, bro.
I'm still on mute.
Nah, bro. Because I don't know what was in your head.
I'm still on mute. I was singing the song to myself. I'm like, all right.
Nah.
That nigga see them guts free.
No, sir. See. Yeah, all right. Detroit Mel is back in the building. As always, what's happening? It's your boy Wildcard Mar. Detroit Mel has already made his presence known with the foolery and the shenanigans have already been done. I think you what? You trying to make up on lost time? Is that what this is?
Hey man, you know how we do. I got something to eat, nigga. I'm geeked up. I'm geeked up. I'm full up. I'm filled up. All right, go ahead, nigga.
Hey man, you wouldn't have happened to got in my stats, have you? Like, man, you got that real brand new right now.
Hey, let me tell you something. Give away no secrets, nigga. I give away no secrets.
Y'all know the deal, man. Go on over to all our social media platforms to catch up with what we got going on over here.
Right.
I.O.W Sports Network is the address for our Facebook group page, our YouTube channel, where all the content is stored. So that is very important that you go over there, like, share, subscribe.
All right.
Know what we got going on. And of course, our Instagram page, I.O.W Sports 1 on Twitter. You can catch us on the Twitter, dropping some, little nuggets and chopping it up with the internet world. And you can catch me personally, Casey Wildcard on Twitter, Wildcard on Facebook and Instagram. I'm still trying to get Detroit Mel to go ahead and
look, man, I tried to do it and messed it up. Sorry, you got hold on.
Nah. I'm gonna need you to hurry up.
Yeah, nigga messed it up.
No, because I'm saying on the I.O.W Sports one that we both share, that we both have access to, these DMs is getting out of control. All right.
Hey man, look, I can't help it.
Look, Shorty had a catfish face. Now she was a 10 in the waist. I ain't gonna cap.
Yeah, I ain't messing with that.
You got a catfish face.
I ain't messing with that. You get over the crib, baby. Now, what you want here? Not you, bitch. Not you.
Yeah, you a lie. She roll that caboose around. You were like, wait, hold up. What you say your name was?
Like Malachi.
You're like, damn, Malachi, boy, that thing soft. Yeah.
You don't know nobody I know, right?
Yeah, that'd be right up your steal up. Hey, do what you do, play. I got
little chicken hair ain't gonna hurt nothing.
A little chicken. As y'all can tell, the shenanigans are off the chain right now. And Detroit Mel is definitely back in full effect. Man, he likes to cause madness. There was a lot of madness over the weekend.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of madness over the weekend, of course. March Madness kicked off. I didn't do a bracket this year, and I'm glad I did.
Bro, me too, bro. I'm glad I did. I'm looking at some of these upsets. I'm like, what the fuck is Dicker? Was it Federal Dickerson? What they call?
Yeah. All right. So
like a prison.
Yeah. So Thursday it kicked off.
The inmates beat niggas.
It's
like a prison. Like the inmates beat niggas out here.
So you had on Thursday, of course, like always, Virginia. They were a number 4 seed. They got taken down by Furman, a 13 seed. That happens quite often. It seems to be the trend with Virginia. Then later that night, shout out to the MJ. His Arizona Wildcats got put out. They were the number 2 seed. Arizona got put out by Princeton, who's a 15 seed, and Princeton doubled back and beat 7th-ranked Missouri. They beat MJ's squad the first game. They beat my squad the second game. So I can't rag too hard on MJ. Turned around, Princeton did it to my squad. So crazy. Hey, them Ivy League boys, they got some shooters over there at all.
Them niggas playing with analytics. Shit, like I moved 3 degrees right here. Shoot.
Hey, no, they got some shooters on that squad, dog.
Right.
They over there. Ow, for real, boy. They boy. Hey, Princeton got boy. Hey,
man. That's how
now,
that's why I mean that's the only thing I like about the NCAA tournament. You never know who can beat who.
Yeah, you never know. You absolutely never know. I think that's what's so captivating about the March Madness,
right?
Especially the NCAA tournament with the men's. And there's no disrespect to the women's tournament. And me and Jay Jones, shout out to Jay Jones of the Man Cave Sports Show, joined me last Thursday, and we both kind of came to the same agreement. Like, you know, the women's tournament is cool. Like, you will see some upsets, but you don't see it on the frequency amount as you do with the men's.
Yeah, because pretty much in the women, the good teams is good.
Oh yeah,
I mean, you know, Stanford went down, but you know, besides that, you know, the good teams is good, and so the ones that are favored, they pretty much like because like South Carolina beat somebody like 72-38 or something like that. It was like a blowout. I was like,
yeah, they dog walked them.
Yeah. I was like, man, they said threw a flag in or something. I mean, that's enough.
Mercy. Hey, is there a mercy rule?
Right, it should have been because they all walked that shit out there. For real. Like, hey, I'd have gave up. I'd be like, you know what, fuck this. I can still catch it. Hey, look, I can still catch my soap opera. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
hey, we can still catch the lunch special at the Mexican restaurant, bro. The lunch still go to 3:30. Let's go.
Let's go, okay. For real.
I need them tacos, rice, and beans for $5.99.
I don't see no end to this ass whooping. Let's get up out of here.
You want some of this too, old man? No. No. Because what Aaliyah Boston and damn South Carolina is doing right now, they on a perfect run, and they look like they're just gonna steamroll through the first 2 rounds and make their way to the national championship.
Look, man, Go ahead.
Now it's just I gotta give Dawn Staley her pride. Just you know, I talked about it on Thursday. Look, she deserves all the props in the world because she's putting that program on the map, just like Gina Auriemma did with UConn, just like Kim Boki did with Baylor, and now she's doing with LSU.
And then
Pat Summit in Tennessee.
Yeah,
so you know, R.I.P. Pat. So look, give Dawn Staley her props. What Vivian R. Stringer, she did it out in Rutgers, I think, in the women's collegiate area. So there's been a couple of other coaches that, you know, hey, real recognizable. Their programs are dominant.
Right.
And, you know, Dawn Staley is she's on that next trajectory to be one of those coaches, especially in the women's basketball arena, to, you know, just make her mark on it. She's doing her thing.
Oh yeah, man, no doubt. I mean, South Carolina look like they about the new UConn.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I'm saying? And she keep that program going. They may meet the new UConn.
Yeah, hey, you got a good point right there. No, you really do. You really do. So you know, and like I said, it's not a diss to the women's bracket. No. It's just that they just, like you said, Stanford went down, but is you don't see that many upsets.
Right.
Because, you know, your higher ranked seed teams, they're really that good. You know, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think I've seen a 16-1, 16 beat a 1 in the women's. I'm not sure.
Offhand.
Not offhand, not off the top of my head.
Right.
But in the men's, you're starting to see it more frequently. Thanks to Virginia, who opened up the floodgates a few years ago. And then Fairleigh Dickinson. What is a Fairleigh Dickinson?
Y'all? Told you, man, that's a correctional facility. That's all. They said, look, man, during March, we ain't got to pick up the trash. We're gonna play some basketball.
Hey, can somebody even tell me where it's located at? Can somebody tell me what a Fairleigh Dickinson even is located at? Anybody? I need to look this up.
That's like back in George Mason. I was like, what the hell is George Mason? I had to look that up.
But no surprise that Purdue lost. And the reason why I say that is because Purdue, this is like their 4th or 5th time losing to a higher ranked seed. You know what I'm saying? You know this.
And I hope you're not talking about the women's because Stanford gone.
Yeah, Stanford gone, bro.
Hey, you need to change that to I had.
Past tense.
Right.
Not present.
Let me correct your grammar, my man. I had Stanford versus South Carolina.
I had Stanford winning it all. Because them is no longer.
Them is gone.
They gone, cuz. Yo. Oh my God. Man.
Hey, but you know what though? You know, I think everybody probably had Stanford and South Carolina you know, going at least to the championship game, but
yeah.
You know, it is what it is. I got South Carolina winning it all.
Hey, but I would love to see South Carolina and UConn, you know, see the Gino Auriemma versus Dawn Staley matchup.
Yeah, but man, South Carolina dog walked them last year, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously UConn's missing some good pieces, you know.
Paige buckets last year didn't have no buckets.
Yeah, but she's not even playing because of her injury.
Right.
And I think they got another key player that's out too in UConn. So I mean, you know, you're not getting.
I haven't watched them play, but they still got that big heifer.
Sir.
What?
Sir?
I want her name, man.
No. Okay, but what I'm
female Charles Barkley, is that better?
No, sir. What I need you to do.
That big behemoth of a woman?
No, what I need you to do is I need you to at least Google. All right. At least Google.
So I Google big bitch.
You like even just go on the roster. You go on ESPN.
So I Google big bitch.
No. See, sir. No? See, sir. See, no, sir. No. Okay. This shit right here.
I'm gonna need some help here,
sir.
Yes.
This shit that you're doing right now is not helping us gain the female audience at all.
That bitch knows she big. She shouldn't be offended. She knows she ain't skinny.
Sir?
Yes.
Sir. I'm gonna need you to go to your ESPN app next time. All right. All right. And you need to go ahead, sir, and try to match your face and then look to the name. All right.
I do my best.
Cause what we not gonna do, first of all, sir, see, it's starting to make sense on why you single, bro. Sir, this is not how you get the draws. This is not how you get the draws.
Man, you know, I get draws here and there. I just don't keep them.
I just say you can't
keep walking away. I mean, you like my honesty.
But I'm saying you started off by saying, dude, you kind of still got that big heifer, and like that's not.
No, I'm talking about South Carolina, but yeah.
I mean, rather South Carolina, UConn. I mean, that's how you typically don't start that line of conversation out like that.
My bad. I should have said, do y'all still have that female that's a little large? Is that better? Yeah, Ashley Stewart hole. Y'all still house that Lane Bryant? I see. I mean, I'm trying to think of a nice way to say it.
Yeah. I'm just saying, can we find a better PC way to do this? I mean, I mean, sir.
What up, Matt?
Like you are really going off into another, say.
I'm type of nigga at the night say, so you are going home, right?
It's like you are going home, right?
Can't stay here.
Like
I got what I want.
Like what? Hey, you turn over. Yeah.
Right.
Anything else?
Right. Can I help you with? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, can I help you with? Am I missing something?
Yeah, my nuts are empty. Bye.
But no, man, you getting us off topic of
That's
it.
all right. Go ahead, man. I ain't
Yeah,
mean to get you
because
off topic.
no, because like I'm not shocked that Purdue went down, and the reason
Yeah,
why I'm not shocked that Purdue went down is because like this, like was it your fourth, fifth time in a row losing to a higher ranked seeded opponent in the tournament. So not shocked that they went down, but that if you ask me, it's kind of showing you how kind of I don't want to say weak that the NCAA basketball is getting when you got a team like Purdue who's nowhere close to it, a legitimate number one seed. I don't care what nobody say that they were fraudulent, man.
But now you said I want to bring something up too.
Yeah, go
Let
ahead.
me think about this. I remember when the tournament came up, I watched the selection show, watched the whole entire show. Couldn't wait to watch the March Madness. Lately, I haven't been that excited about it. I haven't really been that excited about March Madness. If it's on, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
But it's not like I used to be glued to TV. I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been like that last couple of years. I don't know. Is it because the one and done in the overtime league, and now you don't have a lot of stars in there? You have a few, but ain't like it used to be. So like you can get a team. Let's go back. We talking about George Mason, right? They came back a couple of times in the tournament because those players stayed together and played, for at least 2 to 3 years. Now you might get a player that's dominant. You stay 1 year, he gone. Or they go to overtime, but don't even come. Don't even come to the NCAA.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's what it is, but it's just something that it don't have that same luster anymore to me.
It's weird because I know what you're talking about, and here's another thing that I've noticed too. You get a lot of these coaches who you recognize somewhere else, and then they pop up somewhere else.
Yeah,
too. It's a lot of movement. Like Shaka Smart, I love Shaka Smart. I love what he did with VCU. Love the story years ago with him. He moved on to Texas. Now he's at Marquette. I'm like, wait, you moved again?
Like,
what the hell? And it's and it kind of it messes up with your correlation. You be like, yeah, damn man, I remember you in VCU. Wait, you didn't win. You didn't have 2 more jobs since. Oh damn, well shit. Sean Miller, with Arizona, got fired because of the FBI investigation. Now all of a sudden he pops up with Xavier. And it's just weird because it's like where these coaches just like.
So Rick Pitino just got hired at St. John.
Yeah, just got hired at St. John, left Iona. So I mean, after his dismissal from other serious little allegations and scandals at Louisville, it's funny that we're going down this route because it kind of brings me to like I can't stand this same revolving door of coaches in NCAA basketball. I know we already got our problems with coaching in NCAA football, not enough minorities. I know we got the same issue in the NFL, but I don't think we're talking about the same revolving door in NCAA basketball where you see these same coaches keep revolving through the same cycle. Like Rick Pitino, he's on this damn 20,000 team coaching,
with allegations following him,
and it's not like
they didn't go away,
bro. The hugest baggage that he's carrying.
That's what the mug. I mean, Urban Meyer's a perfect example. I know he's not basketball, but he's the perfect example. Look how many times he had accusations against him, and he just kept on getting new jobs. As long as you win, that's what it's about in college, man. As long as you winning, you know what I'm saying? They sweep under the rug and keep you moving. They might that school might get rid of you because of the publicity.
Yeah,
let you sit tight for a minute.
They go pop up somewhere else.
Somebody swap you up. Go look at Rick Pitino went to. Look, Rick Pitino went to Iona.
Yeah,
I mean, I know it's an Iona, Michigan. I don't know if that's the same Iona, but what the fuck is Iona? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Iona was far away enough from the spotlight that he wasn't a problem.
You forget all about him, and then everybody forget about the allegation till he pop up somewhere like on St. John, a big program.
Not only a big program.
Well, Iona, New York. Okay, because I know it's Iona, Michigan. I didn't know if it was Iona, New York.
Yeah, but not only a big program, we're talking about a big, literally right in the center of New York metropolitan sports talk. They're right in the middle of it. So you're talking about being in a media market that they're looking at Rick Pitino. They're talking about Rick Pitino. He's no longer in the shadows in Iona. He's back in mainstream media now in St. John's.
But to your point, Ant, I bet you any amount of money, if Urban Meyer was winning in Jacksonville, it wouldn't have been no problems with all the stuff they was talking about.
Wouldn't have been no issues.
Wouldn't have been no issues. All that stuff he was doing wouldn't have been no problem if he was winning.
No problem at all. But and I think that's what my bigger point is, especially in basketball with the NCAA. A lot of these coaches, like what's his name, Chris Ballard, got fired at Texas because of the domestic abuse allegations.
Yeah,
he gets fired at Texas.
Right.
Ole Miss just hired him. And he played beat around the bush, not trying to answer the questions. But the thing is what did you expect people were going to ask you about? You literally just got fired because you got arrested for some domestic violence.
That's the first thing we're going to ask
situations. You. And next thing you know, the charges were dismissed, but that don't absolve you of what happened.
Right. That don't mean nothing.
That don't mean nothing. OJ charges got dismissed. What do you think a lot of people feel about OJ?
Right.
Real. So ain't this
you can still say he killed old girl. And he wasn't even convicted.
So
there you go.
Yeah. So my thing, this ain't no different.
Right.
I mean, I know it's more serious charges,
and killing somebody, but
murder and domestic abuse or domestic violence. Yeah, we talking about a difference in severity, but still. I think the main premise still lies in saying that this guy, just because you was acquitted of it, don't mean it takes
OJ
away.
Didn't do it.
All right, AP. But I mean, it to me, it speaks to the bigger hypocrisy that you keep getting these same coaches with all this baggage that they're carrying all the time. And guess what? The more you keep revolving them in this same circle, guess what they do? They take baggage from one place, add another place's baggage on shit that they keep doing, and then what they gonna do? They just gonna leave, and somebody else is gonna hire him, and then somebody else is gonna hire him.
Hey, we got just Alabama,
man.
Look, old boy, Alabama,
Brandon Miller.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how he's still playing, man. Look, I don't care what. Look,
man, it's March Madness. He gonna play.
I know, and that's the thing.
That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes.
We can't keep ignoring real life situations and real life, punishment that needs to happen. I don't get. Look, bro, you. I know the laws,
right, man, right.
I know the rules in Alabama are going to be different than when you was.
Because down there you can marry your sister.
Anybody gonna my sister gonna be me.
And we keep it in our family.
Family. But no, my thing is, if somebody texts you, bro, let me get the scrap, and you bring it to them,
you an accessory.
You an accessory.
Period.
I don't care what nobody says.
Cut and dry, bro.
It's cut and dry. It look, you don't need to know what his intent was. The fact of the matter is, he specifically said, "Let me get the strap. You got it. It's in the car. Bring it to me." And you brought it to him. Make you an accessory.
If me and you go to the store, and you ask me to take you to the store, I take you to the store. You go in the store. You rob the store. If I drive off, I'm an accessory. Even though I didn't know what your intentions were. Or if you get in the car and tell me you robbed the store, they still can charge me with accessory.
Yeah, they can definitely charge you, but I mean
I can fight the case. I'm just saying, but
yeah.
My point is,
a good lawyer should be able to get you out of that.
But my point is, they still can charge you with accessory.
Yes, you're right.
Now, in his case, you brought the pistol to my man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Your first thing, if you ain't want to get, hey, what you need this for? You know what I'm saying? Do you make a decision whether or not you want to bring it?
Nah, some real? Nah, no. Me, I ain't bringing you shit, bruh. You want it? Come get it.
All right. And did he text it to him? Did he text that too?
He texted.
Yeah, he go. I was like, bro, I don't know what you're talking about. Even if I was gonna bring, I do not know about any pistol, sir. You know what I'm saying? I'm covering myself. You ain't gonna text something like that.
Hey, AP, I saw that same thing. And the first thing that popped into my head is the fact of the matter is you got to have 24/7 security around one player because it's such a, you know, I mean, it's such a polarizing issue.
Right.
The fact that you have to have people around Brandon Miller 24/7 security, then you already are aware of how people feel about the situation, and you're blatantly ignoring it. And so therefore,
also you can win a basketball game.
Off just so you can win a basketball game. And I think that's the thing that's really bothering me about that situation. I'm not trying to look. I said it before on the show. I'll say it again. I'm not trying to absolve. I'm not trying to have homie just go ahead and just, look. He wasn't charged with nothing. The state didn't come after him. And, he should be entitled to still be a human being.
Okay.
But I just saying morally, I wouldn't want nothing to do with it.
Let me ask you this.
If I'm the AD, I would morally feel disgusted by allowing him to keep playing.
Let me ask you this question, because this kind of reminds me of the same thing when we, back when we was talking about R. Kelly years ago before he got convicted and all that stuff. And the discussion be, well, should you listen to his music? So my thing is, what is our obligation as fans? I'm talking about the general fan, not just you and me, but what is our obligation as fans to support that or not to support it? Because we say, well, the universe ain't doing anything, but the arena's still full. In the game when they're playing, they're still cheering when he make a basket. So what's our obligation as fans? And I'm not talking about just him, just any sports figure that gets into any kind of trouble. What's our obligation as fans to support or not to support that particular person? But we had the same discussion when it came to R. Kelly.
Yeah. Had the same discussion with Deshaun.
Yeah. My man just got back locked up for rape again. Mystical.
Mystical. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm
saying? And I see the direction you're going with this, because you're right. And we just got to be honest about the situation. You're going to have people that blatantly ignore it. Fans, I'm talking about fans, blatantly ignore the truth just because they play for the team that they are so diehard about. He didn't do it. He's a Cleveland Brown. He did his great people. He didn't touch. He didn't do nothing. He got a little happy ending. You're gonna have fans that blatantly ignore facts and truth.
True.
Just because they play for their team.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure there's a crap ton of Alabama Crimson Tide basketball fans right now that probably understand, like, yo, bro, like, come on, man, you help homie get the strap. Right. You're an accessory. Hey, man, but shoot that jumper, Joe, bro. Shoot that jumper. Look at that jumper. That boy jumper wet.
Yeah, I mean, and I know what I'm saying, and I hear what you and Matt saying. Matt saying because it's Alabama, and everybody wants to chill with Alabama, and I agree with you, and I don't disagree with that. But I guess my point is morally, because we get in these discussions all the time when something like this happens.
Oh yeah, because
whether it's basketball, entertainment, whatever, we get in these discussions, and so my point is like, so what is our obligation as consumers of the particular genre that we're consuming? We can discuss it all day long, but we have an obligation whether we should support or not support a certain thing.
Yeah, but Mel, that's a case-by-case situation.
It is, and that's what I'm saying. It is.
Because your morality level might be different from mine's, and mine's might be different from MJ's. His might be different from AP's. So
if you outright taking advantage of a child, I don't care. Your level should be the same as mine. Period. I'm using that example. I'm not saying that's what he did.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If your morality, I'm talking about something that's serious like that. It shouldn't be no levels. Now,
I got you.
In this case, I can see, I can rock with you on that. In this case, we can see, well, so what, he brought on a strap, blah, blah, blah. He ain't no, I understand that. Yeah, but I guess I'm making a bigger point in a generalized way is, because we get into discussions, and just as soon as we live and breathe today, there's gonna be another incident that's gonna happen that we're gonna be discussing. You know what I'm saying? So where do we as consumers have an obligation? And now small things like you said, I can rock with you on that. But we talking about we have these big things that should be no gray areas.
I hear you. I hear you.
You still have people having these same discussions of whether or not you should go to the game, whether or not you should buy some music, whatever the particular thing is. You know what I'm saying?
Because knowing you and knowing me, I'm pretty sure we're both on the same page. Anything that has to do with underage girls and boys, we already know that's a hell no. That's a hell no. Now, and this is why I agree with you, because when we talk about Brandon Miller's case, whether your morality on how you feel, how he should be held responsible for the young lady not being alive anymore, he didn't pull the trigger. I will never hold him accountable.
Good point, Matt.
He didn't pull the trigger.
Right.
But me personally, I feel like he's still an accessory because you delivered the weapon used to take her life. Now, she's no longer here. There's a family missing her, friends missing her, and over probably something foolish as hell.
Right.
Probably something dumb as hell. I'm willing to bet you dumb as hell. And he should, in my opinion,
a hell no to every single human fucking being. All right, I hear you, Matt, and I don't disagree with you on that.
To me, he should be held accountable for accessory because he willingly brought a weapon. He may have not known intentions, but the fact of the matter is, when somebody says you, let me get the strap.
Right. They ain't going duck hunting, Nick.
It's possible at this point.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't asking you to go get strapped and we're going to hunt some ducks. You know what the fuck they going to do. Come on.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, anytime somebody tell you, yo, let me get the strap, like,
there's
only a few, I know. Yes, yes, me and you know that.
Yeah, so you can't say he oblivious to what was going on. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I can't.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just kind of reiterating what you're saying.
Oh yeah. Because there's no way you have no idea what this man is about to do, especially
Matt.
He's texting you, let me get the strap, and you see that his mannerisms, his aura, his energy is all negative. You can't tell me that you didn't have any clue that this was a possible outcome.
Then once you got there with the strap, he probably was like, I'm about to fuck this bitch up. He said something.
I know he said something.
It's as soon as I'm standing here.
They got me fucked up. They got me fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? I've been there, so I know. I already know. You know what I'm saying? I know. As soon as you got there. Right, you know. You already know, bro. Come on.
They don't even know. I'm trigger happy motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying?
I air this bitch out.
You know who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, there ain't no way Brandon Miller had no idea. So that's why I'm saying, me morally, as a coach of that basketball team, I don't care how great of a prospect he is, and he's the dude's a top 5 prospect, NBA prospect.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how good he is, because what happens if Alabama goes on and win the national championship, then NCAA goes back and reverse all this shit? Now you didn't put your credibility on the line. You didn't put your legacy on the line. You didn't put all that hard work that the other players on that team put on the line for one player who's an NBA prospect, which I get it. But you can't sacrifice everybody for one. You sacrificing a lot of shit to keep having Brandon Miller play on this squad.
Right.
So I don't know. Just me personally, I if I was a coach, if I was the AD, I'd be like, man, hey, bro, you gonna have to sit this down for a minute. Let them
at
work
least something, man. At least, because here's my thing: as human beings, as society, we have short memories.
Yeah.
You sit my man down for a minute, let people forget about it. Then you slowly bring them back in. At least you can say, hey, look, we did something. You know what I'm saying? As a university. Out of respect to what happened, we did something as a university to punish or discipline.
And Alabama's good.
The heat is off you.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, big bro, they're gonna talk about this as long as they are continuing in the tournament, they're going to keep talking about it. They're going to keep bringing it up. They make it to the Final Four. What do you think the first question they're going to ask Brandon Miller?
Right.
What do you think the first question is?
They ask him about the gun.
They're going to ask him about the situation.
They ask him about it.
And first of all, there's gonna be a reporter out there who's not even gonna give a damn about basketball, but they're gonna give a damn about the actual part that somebody had to die, and you brought somebody the gun to do it.
Right.
That reporter's gonna nitpick at you. They ain't gonna be in your face about it.
You're right. And only reason why people even started with him about Brett Favre, he did some more stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? The Mississippi incident when it happened, he would have forgot all about Brett Favre. With the accusation with the reporter, I can't forget what it was.
Oh, when he was in New York, yeah, he was showing his business, you know, sending dick pics and shit.
It was a reporter, right?
Yeah.
He's
a local reporter in New York.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't.
What's up, Ryan?
What's good, Ryan? I'm just look. It's going to happen in any sport, any entertainment field. There's going to be success, you know, that's going to want to be had over morality issues. That's
how it is.
It's just, hell, it happens in our everyday life too.
Oh yeah.
You don't think decisions get made about you know, how much money I can stand to profit instead of, you know, actually the well-being of your constituents? Happens every day.
Every day.
So
I agree.
Like we say many times on this show, sports is just a microcosm of our society. And this is just sports little version of it. It ain't no different. But I mean, me personally, hey man, Brandon Miller, man, you gonna have to sit your black ass down, bro.
For real.
Yeah, hey, you got too much heat. You got too much. You making the block hot over here, bro.
For real. For real.
You got the block hot over here, bro. And like for real, yeah, I can't do nothing. You scorching right now.
Man, if you took them out 2 games, don't even come to the arena. Just don't even be here for 2 games, 3 at the most.
Yeah,
people would say, okay, we're gonna give people gonna say something regardless, but you got a lot of that pressure off of you. You can say, well, as a University of Alabama did something.
Now they initially haven't charged him, but that doesn't mean that they can't come back and still drop charges. So that's the thing for me, is that they may have not initially dropped charges. It's just the fact that at any moment they can come back and
but that don't mean nothing. How many times have you seen incidents where someone's been accused of something, charges were either dropped or not brought, but they still are vilified in society?
Oh yeah, it happens all the time. I mean,
so what's the difference?
Yeah, bro, we spent 2 years talking about that Deshaun situation on this show.
Right, because Deshaun hasn't been convicted.
Never was.
And how many times
he's
vilifying my man? He's disgusting. I'm like, well, he hasn't been convicted. Why are you calling him disgusting? Why are you saying all that? You know what I'm saying? In his situation, it was a he say, she say.
Yeah, he says he said.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like they had like a witness to say, hey, yeah, you know, he did such and such. It was all about his word against her word. So in that incident, to me, I gotta be neutral on that because he hasn't been convicted. But in this case right here, you have several eyewitness accounts to this. You're right, Watson, OJ, you're right. So I think it's a little different, but at the same time, my point is that people will vilify you whether or not you convicted of a crime or not. It's based on the incident that you're accused of.
The moment your name is attached to it, you're guilty.
That's right.
And you know, and I hate to say it, not to, you know, y'all know we don't do the racial epithet over here, but more times than not, the way that the media plays it, you got darker skin tone. They're going to be more villainous about your name and your character. Then perfect example. Let's not act like Robert Kraft went doing the same shit Deshaun Watson was doing.
Man, the judge allowed him to get the tape, destroy the tape, and everything. For real, Robert Kraft.
No, you're not wrong. But that's what I'm saying. It's a perfect example of you got two guys did the same fucking shit. One has a little deeper pockets and a lighter skin tone, and what? This man continues on to own a team,
and no one talks
make
about
millions of dollars.
No one brings up Robert Kraft.
Nobody even brings up Robert Kraft. But I'm telling you, every time that Deshaun Watson gets brought up, even if he's not even the main focus of the conversation. His name get brought up, and I bet you more times than not, there's going to be a talk about this, all the civil suits attached to his name that's going to follow it.
Correct.
It's just human nature.
Yeah,
Dan Snyder. AP got it right. Dan Snyder has been literally found guilty by the NFL of producing a non-conducive work environment, breaking HR laws. And yet this man hasn't even been forced out, hasn't been removed.
Right.
This man literally, at this point, the only way he's leaving is if he leaves himself and sells the team. So let's not see.
I don't disagree with that either. Yeah.
So what is that?
He said every NFL owner is dirty.
I'm not gonna say every NFL owner is dirty, but they definitely got their circle of good old boys.
But here's the thing, though, and like you said about sports being a microcosm of the world. How many times have you seen a group of people, all of them may be dirty, but when society brings the dirt on one person, they all kind of come together against that one person just to take the heat off of them. So like I could look morally right because you got the accusation on him. Let me stand against that. I'm opposed. I don't do that, and you got a 12-year-old in your basement. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just how it is. I know it's kind of a graphic thing, but you know what I'm saying. But the thing is, that's just how it works.
Jim Irsay. So he's one of those owners likes to get a little bit too liquid courage and likes to put society in danger, likes to drive drunk and shit.
Right.
But then he has the nerve to turn around and say, we don't need people like Dan Snyder in our league. Okay. Don't get me wrong, Dan Snyder's a scumbag, but being a habitual drunk driver still ain't don't make you a saint.
You just put Henry Ruggs in jail.
For driving.
Yeah. For the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's plenty of people who've gotten arrested in trouble just for drunk driving. Ain't killed nobody.
Yeah.
But you still on the team. And you have several incidents against you. So I mean, this is how it is, man. That's society.
That's that bullshit.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
That is literally that bullshit of literally trying to save face, trying to save an image, a reputation. And in the basement idea that was random. Hey, I've been over the crib. He ain't got no basement. He all good.
Right. No candy over here.
Y'all might want to check that shed though.
Yeah. She ain't 12. She over 21. No. She may be tied up, but she over 21.
Oh, so that's that's boom room. Hey, don't go in there, y'all. Don't go in there.
I don't drug nobody under 21. I got standards.
Allegedly.
I got standards.
He lied, y'all. Y'all should see this catfish that was in the DMs, bro. But she got a caboose. I ain't gonna cap. She got a caboose.
Hey, man, that's all that matters.
She had chin hairs and everything. I'm telling you.
Matter. I be hitting it from the back, holding the beard from the front. Put on hair.
I'm gone, bro. I'm gone.
She be like, harder.
Yeah. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey, man, but that ass, though.
That's all
the excuse I
have. Let's move on because this guy is. Oh my gosh! So I saw something interesting.
All right.
So since we were talking about the March Madness, they said, what would it look like had they did a 64 field for the playoff? For the tournament, So a 64 team bracket for the NCAA football. So pretty much this is what broke down like this. So you would have your number one seeds would have been Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, and Alabama.
Okay.
Your 2 seeds, Penn State, Tennessee, LSU, Oregon. Florida State, USC, Clemson, and Washington have been your 3 seeds. Utah, Texas A&M, Notre Dame, Ole Miss, 4 seeds. Texas, UCLA, Oklahoma, TCU would have been your 5 seeds. Kansas State, Kentucky, Wisconsin, Mississippi State, 6 seeds. Florida, Iowa, North Carolina, Oregon State, been 7. Auburn, South Carolina, Minnesota, Arkansas would have been like your 8 seeds. Tulane, Texas Tech, Missouri, Oklahoma State, 9 seeds. Pittsburgh, Louisville, Baylor, Maryland, 10 seeds. UCF, University of Central Florida, Illinois, Miami, Michigan State, and 11 seeds. NC State, Iowa State, Cincinnati, Nebraska, been 12 seeds. Purdue, West Virginia, Wake Forest, Houston, been 13 seeds. Troy, Duke, Kansas, Washington State, 14 seeds. SMU, BYU, UTSA, University of Texas, San Antonio, Syracuse have been your 15 seeds. Colorado, South Alabama.
How the hell Colorado get it? They only won 1 game.
Eastern Carolina. Well, hey, prime effect, bro. Would have been in your 16 seeds. He'd been the 16 seed though. And then Indiana, Memphis, James Madison, Georgia Tech would have been your first 4 in. Interesting. A lot of this was based off of.
I guess if you just want to do it from a hypothetical standpoint, because it's not stating the obvious. Football is too physical to play them in games.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's stating the obvious. But from a hypothetical standpoint, if you just want to do it that way, it's interesting. But how you gonna get all those games in? Like with basketball, you can play back-to-back games.
Because that's adding like literally 6 games to a winner from beginning to end.
That's a lot of games, bro.
You would have to shorten your regular season schedule big time.
Because think about this: games in football, it's not like basketball. In college basketball, it goes pretty fast. You're only playing 2 halves. You have 4 quarters, and based on what happens in the 4 quarters, they can last hours. Timeouts and clock stoppage and stuff like that. You're talking about you play a 3-4 hour game. You got to turn around, get up, and play another one the next day or the next morning. Possibly have to play one at night, just kind of get them in. You're going to get people like Tulane. They might mess around and beat Georgia. We know they ain't the best team.
Yeah.
But Georgia's just tired of playing so many games. So however, you know what I'm saying? I'm just as an example. I'm saying you're not going to get the really true winner because the way the thing is situated. I don't think it works well with football.
Too physical of a sport.
Yeah, it's too physical of a sport.
And I know some of these college.
Yeah, you're right. You got to take away the bowl games too.
I know some of these college programs got 100+ kids on their roster, but that's a lot compared to a 53-man roster in the NFL and expecting 100+ kids to all know this playbook.
Right.
Okay. It's not too much to ask for them to know the playbook. It's a lot to ask for them to be proficient at it when half that team's not even playing, not even on special teams.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're not playing all 100+ kids, 89, 90 kids. You're not playing all them kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not even including all the guys that's already redshirted and not even dressed.
Right.
So, too physical, not enough time for recovery. Even if you did a week by week, round by round, it is too elongated.
How you divvy up the money?
And that you already know.
How you decide? Because with bowl games, you say this bowl is going to have this amount of money to play in this bowl. So we know how to do it from the bowl game. Mm-hmm. But if you play in a bracket, how do you divvy up the money?
Hey, and you already know they about their paper, so somebody's gonna be mad about something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not giving the 16 seed some money if they win 3 straight games. I mean, they went out and played their heart out, but they deserve the university deserve $500,000 for that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? How do you determine the worth and the value of it, and how you determine who gets the money? The winner takes all? Is that you gonna do it like that? Like whoever winner takes all? Because at least in the bowl games, if I make it to the bowl just for appearing, each school gonna get a certain amount of money just for being in the bowl game.
And then the winner gets the winner.
Right. Yeah. So my thing is, when you do a bracket thing, it's a winner take all. I don't know how it's gonna work.
Yeah, I hear you because it's always gonna find
I guess so.
The conversation is how the money's gonna get.
That's the first thing they're gonna talk about.
Oh yeah, that's
a lot of money.
So what we doing about this paper?
Right. He'd be like, yeah. So we're gonna do these. Man, fuck you talking about. What about this paper? Let's get that right.
Here, knowing what you talking about. What's the split looking like? I got a better squad. Is the split moving towards my way? Because I'm liking 70-30. What's up?
Right. If I'm Georgia, I'm not getting the same amount as Backyard State. I'm just not. And I'm be like telling them, you ain't getting the same amount I get.
Yeah, I ain't like that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
if you're Ohio State, I could be more lenient. We can do
you know what I'm saying?
51-49.
You got a proven program.
Yeah.
So I can see Ohio State. But these little smaller schools like Western Kentucky, you ain't getting. I might toss you a nickel. You know what I'm saying? Go get you a pop in my face.
You can supersize your shit.
You know what I'm saying? Go get you a value meal. The Sweet 16, all 16 at that point make the same amount of money. I don't know, man. I still think it runs that issue because if you think about football, and like I said before, being a physical game, you can get a lower seed in that 16 game, that Sweet 16. And I'm still looking like if I'm Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, Michigan, the bigger schools, I'm looking at like
what's Carolina doing with us.
Yeah, what would you? How you getting this money? Because think about the tournament now. If you get seated in the right spot, you can go on a roll.
Catch the right teams lacking at the right teams
because I just catch the right team slipping.
Like catch a Purdue,
catch a Purdue or Virginia. You know what I'm saying? But then you can come across a team that's not as prolific as those teams, and you're already on that roll, and you kind of steamroll through because you have an easier seeding. And you can get to the Sweet 16 or Elite 8.
Yeah.
So I don't know about that football, man. I just don't know how that works. It's got to be agreed upon. Probably,
no. Without that, first of all, that's almost like
you're right.
That's almost like a music artist taking the stage first and then asking to get paid later. No.
Right. And I mean, even with that example, if I'm Dave Chappelle. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting the same amount of money as Coco.
No,
or Smiley.
No.
They not getting the same amount of money I'm getting.
No. I like Ricky Smiley.
I'm talking about Smiley, the female, not Ricky Smiley.
Oh,
female.
Even Ricky Smiley. Ricky Smiley not on the same level as Chappelle.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so it's like
not viewed upon on that same level.
Right, viewed upon. I mean, he's talented, you know what I'm saying, but he's not viewed upon as Dave Chappelle. No, so you're not getting that same amount of money. But I was kind of using that because like they're, and I hate to say lower tier comics, but they're not as famous as Dave Chappelle. They don't command the audience like Dave Chappelle do. Because you ain't know who Smiley was. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I don't know who Smiley
is. Or Coco, because she's on a radio station, but she's a comedian. She do some of the local. She do chicken circuit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Coco Smiley. Like, who the fuck are these motherfuckers?
But my point is, you know what I'm saying? They lower tier comedians.
Hey, y'all Dave Chappelle.
All right, you ain't Dave Chappelle. So what I look like? What I look like? You open up for me. I open up for you. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we had Dave Chappelle come out first because once Dave Chappelle come out, I'm leaving. You said you got who cakes? Oh fuck, I don't see that shit.
Wait. Somebody closing down the stage? Oh, it looks pretty empty in this mug.
You got to be sweeping this mug. I'm about to get up out of here.
Like, who the hell is that?
Hey,
No, for real. So
for
I mean,
real.
I'm with you on that shit. But like, I don't know, man. It's amusing that they got this hypothetical going on because of March Madness. Obviously,
Yeah.
there's a lot of holes with that thing that you can't really fix.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, and we'll see how. I mean, they're about to expand it to 12 teams in a year or so. So I mean,
Right.
they're going to run into some not 64 team problems, but they're going to start running into the fact that you've been running with 4 teams in the playoffs the last few years, and there's always somebody that's getting left out.
Mm-hmm.
Now, instead of just being a 5th or a 6th team getting left out, there's about to be a 13th or 14th team about to make a case that
Are they gonna
why.
have an automatic qualifier or automatic bidder? Like a conference gonna get an
Well,
automatic?
because I think when you got the Power 5, those are pretty much your automatic bids for sure.
Okay.
And then they probably got some couple other automatic bids from other conferences.
Because I think too, like if you go from when I always use the Boise State example, if you like a Boise State and the last 3 years you've been running the table, but you can't get in because you Boise State, I think we expand to 12. Those teams like that should get an automatic bid if you win your conference.
Yeah, but I think if you do make that automatic bid, that kind of might slow down these other schools from conference hopping, because it gives them to say, hey, well, I ain't got to join a conference to get to the dance. I just got to be good enough. So
Now, I didn't hear that.
because not everybody's Notre Dame. Not everybody can be independent, and still all you got to do is just make sure you don't have a weak ass schedule and you run the tables.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not everybody has that luxury, but you still, if you're given that opportunity to make it to the dance without joining the conference, I'm pretty sure you could probably see a lot of teams staying their respective conference or going more independent. But who knows? It's I still think I've always liked your kind of plan for the NCAA is just go ahead and start putting together some of these super conferences and just start pulling your best teams out of that shit. I mean,
call it a day.
Yeah, because my thing is like, let's go ahead and start absolving these smaller conferences that don't matter. Because if y'all not gonna put them in a tournament, if they go 13-0 and you're not gonna put them in, then what are we talking about?
I agree, man.
So,
look at Coastal Carolina.
Yeah.
Like the last year they happened to fall off, but say they ran the table, they wasn't getting a bid.
No, we're gonna get a bid.
So what's the point? Yeah, what's the point for them? So the school can never really make the money that they can, because that's how you make your money. You get into these bowl games, you get that money come back to the school. Yeah. I mean, I'm saying there's other ways of making money, but that's a good payday. Let me say that.
Yeah.
So they'll never be able to do that because schools like that won't get a bid because they're smaller. They're in smaller schools. It's like, well,
the conference not big enough.
If you're using strength of schedule, well, hell, they're in a small thing. How you gonna use strength of schedule?
Yeah, the conference not big enough.
It's not big enough.
No.
Look what they playing.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I think App State's kind of been running. App State, Coastal Carolina, kind of all been running into that same situation where they're not in, they're not in big conferences. But what do you see at App State and Coastal Carolina do just about every year? They take a big team who's in a bigger conference and they beat them up.
Right.
I mean, Coastal Carolina beat up Zach Wilson and BYU a couple of years ago. How many times have you seen App State literally beat up Division I schools?
Yeah.
Upset them. I mean, you see it all the time.
Bad taste in my mouth now.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got a bad memory for that shit.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
So, I mean, look. And then when you get to that point where, you're known as a giant killer, but that's all you can be is because you're not big enough to maintain on a bigger conference. You put App State in the, say ACC, they might be able to grind a couple of wins out, but they're not beating Clemson. They're not beating maybe North Carolina, Duke, top teams in the ACC. They might mess around and beat on the Georgia Tech, beat a Virginia. beat Virginia Tech right now because they're down. But
Right.
you know, they won't be able to. It's almost like when you see Vanderbilt in the SEC. You know what I'm saying? Like they're at the bottom of that conference, but I'm
there to get the money.
And they get SEC money, but Vanderbilt, you know, they would struggle with somebody outside the SEC.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I don't know, man. It's just weird.
I mean, it's hard to really set something up that's gonna be equally fair because it's so many teams, so many conferences. You know, so if you do a super conference, at least you get the majority of the teams in there, and then the rest of them just got to be outside looking in. And it should, you know what I'm saying? What else you gonna do?
Yeah.
I don't see no other solution because you always gonna get an App State, you always gonna get a Coastal Carolina, you always gonna get a Boise, you always gonna get these outliers. You know, because you get a couple players that like Georgia turned down. So they went to those schools, they got a scholarship. So they still great players, they just not as good as, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, so no, I'm with you. It's always just an interesting conversation to bring up. But and since we're talking about basketball, let's transition right here because
let me say this though before you go there. I gotta say this. That's a good question, man. But I was reading this and I gotta say this. I was like, does this mean it's gonna be Gonzaga year? No, it doesn't. They do this every year.
They do it
they make it to the Sweet 16. That's about as far as they go. A couple times they made it to Elite 8. I'm sorry, but it's not their year.
Don't fall for the hype.
Don't fall for the hype. Trust me. When you take the mask off, they got a beard.
Hey, it don't even matter. I think just about the whole world's bracket is busted anyway.
Cause I ain't gonna let no nigga named Timmy beat me.
Fair lie, dick.
Like, I can't lose to no nigga named Timmy. Fuck that. We tripping this nigga or something. We cheating.
And he got the mustache to go with it.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. I'm getting a lot of
don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
I'm getting creepy Astro blacked out window van vibes.
You know what I'm saying?
Me, bro. I was like, man, y'all better watch this motherfucker.
Yeah,
how old is this dude?
Right. Probably 50 years old, still playing.
He probably like 28, still playing college ball.
Right.
He that old man on the open run in the YMCA, bro.
9-year freshman.
Hey man, somebody got that man L's real quick. Let's see how old that ball was.
For real. But go ahead. You about to say something about transgender or something.
Nah, man. See, what had happened was, man, papers got lost because I didn't transfer here, didn't transfer there. Yeah, okay. All right. But no, man. So I don't know about you, Detroit, man, but for me, it's Giannis, Embiid, and Jokic who are to me the top 3 candidates for MVP.
Right. What the hell happened? Sir, what happened to you? One too many. Right. It said that's why they say Georgia cover. Yeah, I agree with that too, Ant. But yeah, I think he was alluding to the MVP, Giannis, Jokic, and Embiid. I think that's what Lamar was leading into. Oh, there he is.
Oh, the hell
what happened? I don't know. I'm looking like
it must have been on my end because I was like, the hell.
I'm looking like, what happened?
I was like, what the hell?
Fed raid your house, nigga? I don't know nothing.
Nah, man. I was like, the fuck going on over here? They said something wrong. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, God damn, I know I didn't pay the bill in this bitch. Shit.
It cut you off immediately, like.
No, this shit crazy though. But no, I'm me personally right now. I have no problem with having Embiid number 1 as an MVP.
Okay.
I would probably put Giannis 2 and Jokic 3.
Okay.
Only because who was the last center to win MVP straight years?
That I did not know. Was it Shaq?
I don't know. If it wasn't Shaq, it's probably Kareem.
I don't know.
Either Shaq, Kareem, or Wilt. Those are probably the only 3 guys I would ever think at center would get MVP. So that's what I'm rolling with. One of those 3 guys.
That's a good roll. I go with that.
No, I will work with that too. But look, I can make a case for all 3. The thing about
Texans are signing Dalton Schultz, so they can have him. Hold on, is it? It ain't Elijah Wan, is it? Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
Elijah Wan, yeah. I didn't even think about Hakeem. Hakeem would be a good answer.
Nope.
Dalton Schultz.
Yeah, he got
Moses Malone.
Moses Malone. Oh, I forgot about Moses Malone.
Oh, nice. Moses Malone.
Wow.
I think a lot of people forget about how good Moses Malone was. But Embiid, I just love Embiid playing on both sides of the floor, playing on defense and offense.
Smitty said, "Who is Moses Malone?"
Yeah, Smitty's silly, bro. My thing is with Jokic, man. Like last night, he got dunked on by his own teammate, bro. Did you see Michael Porter Jr. dunked on him last night in the game? Like, how you get yoked on and put on the poster by your own teammate, bro? So look, I just see there's some defensive deficiency that comes with Jokic. Sometimes on the defensive side of the court,
kind of slow and stiff.
Yeah. He's a little slow and stiff. Obviously, I think Embiid and Giannis move far more athletically than Jokic do. So, I know Jokic is going to get the praise because he's Mr. Triple-Double. I'm a pass for 10, 11 assists and have 13.
Yeah, I still play out of Melvin Wall's book. That's how they run the offense through him like that.
No, big time.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I win an offense where you have the ability to get triple doubles, is it really a true triple double?
When you have a point guard on your roster and Jamal Murray that's well capable of being a point guard himself,
right? He averaged more points than but he averaged triple double. Did you see it? Okay.
Well, yeah, and go back to the episode that we had Melvin Wall on here last week. Shout out to him at Man Down Sports. They're asking Jokic to be point guard. For what reason? The offense is already about to run through you, and so it's to me it's unnecessarily for him to even be bringing the ball up and playing point guard and doing all the assisting when you have a capable point guard in Jamal Murray.
I agree.
Jamal Murray is more than capable of doing it. That's what he was doing the whole time he's been there. Yeah, he missed some time for some injuries, and I get that part. And you had to find another way to run offense. That's cool, but Jamal Murray's back. As far as I know, he's didn't play majority of the season. Let him be point guard again. Go back to how it was before he got hurt.
Right.
Like, come on, man. Hey, so me and Mel working kitchens. If I'm working saute, ain't no point in me running down to salads and trying to toss the salads.
Right. Easy with that. Pause. Let's say make a salad.
But I'm saying though, it don't make no sense for me to go over and trying to run over to your station and pantry and say, man, I need to make this salad right now because I needed to put the ticket out. Man, no, you worry about making sure you got this shit on saute right, and just communicate with me, and I'll make sure I get you what you need.
Right.
No, man, you stay your ass down there.
Correct.
Hey, people got jobs. People got roles.
That said it's perfect right there. Everybody got a role. Play your role, play your position.
And I think what's really bothered me with basketball is you taking away people's roles and you're giving it to one player in specific to highlight that player, and you're being very disingenuous to the person whose role you just took away.
It seemed like to me too, man. It's all in the name of getting accolades.
Yeah, because it only brings individual success.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm gonna have you do this or run it off a certain way, so then we can get accolades to this player and make us as a team look better. But it doesn't. Denver don't care. MJ, they got this game. They up to this game. Yeah, so I don't know, man. But I'm gonna say like this. I think I'm gonna go Giannis, Embiid, and Jokic. I like the way Giannis been playing. I mean, he been playing some good basketball, man. And I think that if you're talking about the most valuable player, I think that Giannis is that for Milwaukee, man. When Giannis is out on that court, man, you're looking at you have a greater chance of winning the game when Giannis out there. Versus him being injured or not playing in that game. Because like what I say about Drew Holiday, he like Matt's birthday.
The leap year birthday. Show up every now and then. Yeah.
So but when Giannis out there, right? Middleton the same way, man. He had nights where he on fire.
And then some nights you be like,
bro, what man is? Right. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But Giannis, for the most part, has been consistent.
Yeah.
So I think all right, man. But that's why I mean, let's not take none away from Embiid. I think Embiid, is doing a lot for Philly over there, but Philly got some, Philly got some players over there too, though.
Yeah.
That's playing. And so I think that if you look at it from that standpoint, it's close, but I still got to get the edge to Giannis because of what he's working with.
Hey,
I hate to say it because I don't like the player, but I think having Grayson Allen is a great acquisition for that team. I know it hurts to say.
I can't get that man any type of credit, bro.
It hurts to say, man.
No, please, no. Can you find a way to take that back? Oh, sir, I can't.
Well, if I'm gonna be an impartial analyst, I have to
Nah, man, fuck Grayson Allen, man. Fuck that motherfucker, man.
I want somebody to stump him out, but
stump him in the north.
For real. All the stupid stuff he kind of calmed down since he first got here, or he first got in the league, but still.
Well, because he had to take a couple of suspensions, sit down, and had to shut up a little bit. Yeah, right. So I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I was glad I wasn't playing the league. I'd have called him outside. For real. Wait about the locker room, my man. Oh, okay. I ain't forget, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Like, hey, cuz.
Right. What's good with this, man? Come on, let me talk to you right quick. Come on,
that foul was a little bit too hard, bro.
Let me holler at you right quick. For real. Catch him at his car or something. Kick that motherfucking in.
No, because like
next year. That's 29.
Because here's my thing with but here's my only cautionary tale with Giannis. I know he year by year he does improve his outside shooting and get more comfortable with that. Mm-hmm. But he still goes to his bread and butter, which is literally stand at the top of the key and then run 100 miles per hour at the rim.
Yeah.
And it's going to work to a certain degree, but eventually people are going to, they're going to start, clogging the paint a little bit too much. So if he can't get into the paint and find a way to still be effective outside, that still leaves, Milwaukee at a slight disadvantage, and you go up against the right coaching team with the right players.
My hero.
I'm just saying, you can find a way to slow Giannis down. I mean, it's easier said than done.
I would say this.
Yeah.
And speaking to some of the comments too. what Ant said, you won't win without Jokic or Embiid. Here's my thing. If you look at how Denver, Philly is made up, they have players on a team that can play.
Mm.
And I think you can, and depending on how long the injury is, let's say he out for like Jokic or Embiid out for like 5-6 games, they can keep you at that team can maintain a 500 record.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think that Milwaukee can without Giannis. Because they got too many inconsistent players over there. And then Matt, I understand what you're saying, fuck Grayson Allen, but I'm just saying as a impartial analyst, it's a great acquisition for the team because he can shoot the ball.
Yeah, he can shoot.
He's more consistent than Middleton and Holiday is. He just is, you know. And
he knows his role. Shooter and annoyance. He's a shooter and he's
I'd rather have a dirty player on my team
than go
against a bigger team. I'm just saying.
Big
you
time.
know what I'm saying?
Hey, there's a lot of players like
being
that.
a dirty player when he on my team.
Yeah. No. My man, he just play hard. He just play to the whistle.
What we talking about, man?
He just play to the whistle.
Right.
Nah, that motherfucker dirty, cuz. You don't want to admit it, but that motherfucker dirty. That motherfucker been a piece of shit.
Right.
Nah.
I mean, it's hard for me to root for him. Plus, he went to Duke too, so it's really hard for me to root for him. But I'm just saying,
yeah.
As an impartial analyst,
get him off the squad. Man, that man's a piece of shit.
Right. For real, that's how it works.
That dude's a straight asshole. He's a piece of shit. So it's, oh man, we got to talk about that because I'm look,
man, fuck Dylan Brooks.
Hey, bro.
My balls, I kick your teeth. Hey, bro, I agree with you, man. I agree with you, bro. I don't disagree with you on that one. For real.
Yo, bro, he said, man, fuck Dylan Brooks. Hey, man, it's okay. Hey, people like Dylan Brooks is needed, is because, and this is why I say it.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
Because the NBA is getting dull, bruh. It's getting dried out, and he's playing his WWE part. Just let me be the shit starter. Let me get something like to people to talk about. And look, his game is okay. His game is decent. He ain't gonna be like that baller that's gonna be like the next Michael Jordan and take over the league. But he's necessary is because he's grabbing headlines. And we already know when it comes to certain, sports entities, if you can't get the positive headlines, let me get the dramatic ones at least. Let me get somebody talking about my content or my product somehow. He's the right person.
Here's my.
That brings the booze, that brings the cheers, that brings the emotions, and it brings a drama factor. Sometimes it's necessary, bro.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool if you a villain and you out there, talking like take Pat Beverly.
Yeah, Pat Beverly's the same way. There's no difference.
Pat Beverly out there running his mouth, he getting your face, blah blah blah. I'm cool with that. But when you hitting niggas in the nuts,
I hear you.
Starting fights.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think you're taking it too far because now you're taking it to a realm where you mess with my money. You know what I'm saying? Because you come at me, I'm gonna have to defend myself. And now you mess with my money. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's
you don't get spin it in first moment you react. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now to me, it's like, okay, you are, you know what I'm saying? You taking it too far. Running your mouth, it's up to me. Well, now I'm gonna engage you with you running your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's up to me. But you physically do something, then okay, now it's like, hey, bro, I gotta defend myself.
Yeah, because I remember when he hit Donovan Mitchell,
right,
2 weeks ago.
That was uncalled for.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I mean, everybody got on Draymond for doing this to LeBron.
Yeah, they did.
You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like, oh, he a villain though. It's just Dylan Brooks.
Bro, you know what's so funny?
Brooks.
You know what's so funny?
Mm-hmm.
Him and Draymond are having this beef so much, but he's trying to be light-skinned mini Draymond so bad.
Right. It's
like he's really doing the same playbook that Draymond has written up. And Draymond stole that playbook from Dennis Rodman. So It's like, look, I get it. You do bring a certain element to your team. You bring something to your squad that is missing.
My it's like messing with my emotions.
Yeah, don't make me fuck you up, Smokey. So
and you're right though, Smitty. Draymond's good at what he does.
He's great at what he's done.
Mm-hmm.
He knows he's great at playing defense, great at communicating, great at being a facilitator.
So, what is Dillon Brooks great at, besides the bullshit?
I'm telling you, he's
average at everything else, though. He's average at everything else. Like, at least with Draymond, he can say, I play defense. I'm a good distributor. I'm an okay shooter, but you know, I'm good in 3 other categories.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're acting for a mastery or being perfected a certain craft in the NBA, I don't think Dillon Brooks has done that, except being a nuisance.
Right.
He's perfected the nuisance craft. But I mean, that's to me, he's not
right, Smitty.
Yeah, well, yeah, and Smitty has a good point. I think Draymond is a jack of all trades and a master of none, and Dillon Brooks is trying to do that. He's trying to be that jack of all trades and a master of none. But I don't think he's garnered that pedigree yet, because there's nothing that can back up to say that he's reached that level.
And Draymond played on a team where they won rings. They won. He hasn't had that, so he only have a winning pedigree to back him up.
Yeah, hey, you saw Clay hit him with the
right.
4. You got 0.
Right. Get some of these for you. Use some of these.
You know, and regardless, I just love. I absolutely love the back and forth that Dillon Brooks has been going back with the Golden State Warriors about providing that content. It's good content. It gives
we're
talking about it right now. So I mean, it's something great to talk about, because look, when it comes to the NBA, and as much as I've always adored the NBA, lately I hate your product. I hate your content, because you are literally doing this. Let one guy control every aspect on the offense type of basketball, and it's boring. I don't want to sit here and see you playing ISO ball with Luka all the time at the top of the key and 4 guys just standing around hoping to get the basketball. It's just boring. It's just whack.
I saw people on Twitter.
I don't know.
Clay did nothing for Golden State. Yeah, that's people don't know nothing about what they talk about. So many. They just want something hot to say. They just want a hot take.
Everybody got something to say, so. You know, I don't know.
Come on, MJ. Stop. Just stop.
Just say no.
Just stop. He's shaming Eugene, Oregon.
the shit stain of Eugene, Oregon?
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. But no.
Yeah.
No, it's, to me, overall, I think it's still good for the league. It brings some kind of, the love and hip hop side of the movie.
Oh yeah, man. I'm good with the trash talk, man. I love it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I love it.
But you better back it up at some point, though.
Yeah, but sometimes you got to back it up, and not only that, just when it get physical. Now, I'm not saying we can, things get heated. I'm not talking about things get heated. You get into a whatever into that particular game, because that happens. But when you're doing stuff like hitting people in the nuts and stuff like that, it's like, come on, bro. You going at Shannon Sharp? He in the crowd. He a spectator. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You ain't really want that smoke.
Nah, he didn't, because Dillon Brooks built like a greyhound, man.
Yeah, he ain't want that smoke, man. Shannon was about to flow with you, man.
That man had the nerves to wear a Stone Cold Steve Austin vest one time,
right?
With the jean shorts and the Tim boots, and I'm like, oh, this man got the torso of a greyhound. Like, no. Hey, Shannon, Uncle Shay would have did something wrong to you, bro.
Flow with it, for real. Your man Ja at the same time.
Hey, we already know how.
Hey, somebody told Ja he was a shooter, and he took it the wrong way. So no, we talk about basketball. Talking about basketball. Oh, you saw I'm a shooter?
Nah, bro.
No, nigga, not
bro.
like that.
Now when you hold the gun like this,
like this.
Hey, I ain't gonna never let that man live that
I was
down.
looking like, what the fuck is he doing?
I ain't gonna never let this man live that down.
He
Never.
was like, I was like, what the fuck?
Hey, I bet he screamed when he did it. He's like,
I got the pistol.
I know he screamed, dog. I know he screamed. I'm telling you. It's like, come on, bro.
I used to lie and never talk shit. They have one. Oh, hold on. Oh, that's what we doing? Is that what we doing, Ant? Is that what we doing?
Oh my gosh. AP shooting shots, bro.
You know what I'm saying? That what we doing?
Detroit,
What up, sports talk?
what's happening with you?
We're gonna get on the Lions too, and sometime we get to the NFL. But
we not. Matter of fact, we gonna transition right there because there's a couple of
all right,
moves.
hold on a second. Let me hold on.
Oh, you ready?
Fuck it. Okay.
The clinic throat. Let me clear my throat.
Let me get it loud. Let me get it nice and loud and clear.
So, but for real though, there's a couple of questions that I had.
Okay.
Because I see you guys sign David Montgomery 3 years, $18 million.
Right.
But you let Jamal Williams walk, and he signs a 3 year, $12 million with New Orleans. You a fan of David Montgomery over Jamal Williams?
So, I think that I never thought CJ Garrett was going. I didn't either, bro. I didn't either. We're gonna get on that in a second too. We're gonna transition right into that. Here's my thing about the whole Jamal Williams situation. Jamal Williams, most of his plays was 1 yard, 2 yard, 3 yards.
Goal line.
His touchdown on goal line behind a great offensive line. I'm not taking nothing from him because he still had to run the ball. You know what I'm saying? But to make that's your bread and butter, and then try to bank on that and cash in on that, and then they still give you a decent amount of money, and then you say, okay, I'm going to try the free agency market, and then basically they offer you the same contract they offered David Montgomery. Offer you the same contract. Exact same contract. Do you say, oh, they disrespect me? How?
You sign for less, though.
You sign for less. They offer you the same contracts they offer a person who clearly better than you.
Yeah.
Jamal can't catch out the backfield. Montgomery can. Jamal drop passes. Montgomery hardly ever does. Jamal is a north and south runner. David Montgomery can shoot you.
More elusive.
You know what I'm saying? More elusive.
No, you're right. I agree with you.
He doesn't fumble the ball. Jamal had last year fumbled the ball in key situations in games where we're trying to come back and win. The Patriots game was one. The Jets game, I think it was a Jets game, but we won that game. But it was another game I can't remember. I know for sure. I remember the Patriots game for sure. Fumbled the ball in key. That was a key situation. We was driving down the field. You know, I don't think his antics didn't bother me. I heard a couple of Lions pages just talking about how his antics was, and that's probably why they got rid of him. I don't think that's what it was. No, I just think that they saw
the better option.
They gave him. I heard they gave him an ultimatum. Hey, look, we need you to give it back to us about certain time, and he didn't get back to him at that time. So I'm gonna go get the better option.
Yeah,
David Montgomery's a better option. Now I got a younger player, like Ant said, younger player, a better player. I upgraded. All right, peace.
Yeah,
my thing. Go ahead.
No, I hear you. It's just I just David Montgomery. A lot of people going to look at his injury. Didn't play a lot last year, but my thing is when you do got a healthy David Montgomery, who's going to get the opportunities? Because let's be honest, DeAndre Swift is going to be bound to get hurt again at some point in time in the season. Right. So if I'm going to have a guy that's going to take over as my bell cow running back, I can trust David Montgomery more than Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams is, let's be honest about his career in the NFL. He's been a backup. He's been number two. David Montgomery has been a number one in Chicago.
How you gonna be a number two and demand number one money? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
It's like you the side chick and you want to spend Christmas with me. Like, come on, bro.
Come
You
on,
know
bitch. You
better.
know you ain't the main hoe. Let's do it. This is how we get down.
I
You know what I'm
see
saying?
you on the 28th.
I get you on the 28th, and you get whatever didn't fit me.
Hey.
That's how it works.
I see you February 18th.
Right.
I see you December 29th, 28th. And I see you on January 3rd or 5th. So what the deal is? You don't get holidays.
You don't get holidays.
You're not main squeeze.
That is not your position.
Know your role.
Know your role and play it well. Jamal, know your role, play it well. You are the side bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Girlfriend number 2.
You are the side piece. And you know what I'm saying? You had a couple. It's like you get the side piece. And y'all go out, you have a couple of good days on February 15th.
Yeah.
December 28th, you have a good day. So she's feeling herself. Oh shit, I must be moving up. No. You know what I'm saying? You the side piece. So I try to get and say, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But go ahead, you about to say something?
No, but it's
but
I mean, like you're right. Jamal Williams is but look at his situation now. So he played second fiddle to Aaron Jones. Go to Detroit, play second fiddle to DeAndre Swift. All you doing is going to New Orleans, play second fiddle to Alvin Kamara. That's been your career. That's been your role.
Right.
So, I don't know.
And then on top of that too, man, you got his record. When he left Green Bay, he trashed Green Bay.
Yeah.
He left Detroit. What did he do? He trashed Detroit. Seemed like a pattern now.
Yeah, looking like a trend.
Right, it's like a trend.
Yeah. No, DeAndre Swift just has some durability issues.
Yeah, I don't think he sucks. He's had durability issues.
Nowhere close on short.
He just tried to talk to. I saw that. He about returning to Detroit.
And he should. He should return.
That leads me to my next thing is like what they building over there now.
Man, my goodness.
Man, they building a monster, bro. They got Mosley from San Francisco.
I like
now you're addressing your cornerback issue. You got C.J. Garner-Johnson playing your safety position.
Oh my God!
You got Cam on.
Old, bro.
Yes, man, young. You got Cam on the other side playing your corner position. Then you got Kirby Jones who balled out last year. He coming up. You getting I can't think of my man. Oh boy, back from injury. Tracy Walker back from injury. They like to play 3 safety set, and Johnson can play corner. He played corner in college. You know what I'm saying?
I'm over here looking at the Chiefs. I'm like, how the hell did y'all not go after C.J. Gardner-Johnson, bro? I was a fan of him when he was in New Orleans, and the Eagles got him for a 5th round pick. And I was like, bro, y'all got a steal. I don't know, bro. Y'all got him for like $6 million up to $8 million on that deal, on a 1-year deal.
Yeah, I saw that too. I did see that because they addressed to him right after the talks were tampering time was over, and they addressed him. He said he wanted to go try the free agency, and when they came back, they didn't come back with the same offer. Hey, hey, one man's lost, another man's gain.
Hey, and I think Philly gonna they look. You can give up nothing, pretty much peanuts to go get him anyway. I know you gave up the 5th round pick, but like still, like you get no compensation. Like,
why do you think he overpaid though? They ain't really give him a lot. Smitty ain't really give him a lot.
It's like a $6.5 million deal, up to $8 million. That's cheap.
That's cheap.
Well, 1 year.
Look at the cornerback market and what they getting. That's cheap.
That's cheap as hell.
Yeah.
And you're getting a solid ass safety. Like C.J. Gardner-Johnson, I think is very underrated.
I agree. You know what, too, man? This gives them a chance. This gives Detroit a chance to go any direction in the draft.
Yeah, that leaves a lot of options wide open.
I personally feel, and shout out to Spirit of Detroit because I heard them say this too. I think they should draft them a corner like Witherspoon because he's a dog. Because you got 2 people who 1-year deals, so you don't know if they're gonna stay. But he can learn under those 2 people that year that he's there.
Mm-hmm.
And then with your 18th pick, get you somebody on that D line. Then get you. I think they still should go in free agency and get like a Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, Bobby Wagner still sitting out
You know
there.
what I'm saying? Now you
couldn't-
got you a vet linebacker. Get you a linebacker in the second round. You addressed every aspect of that defense. You got a veteran in each spot.
Mm.
I can't see who had a better defense after that.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah, I like Teddy Bridgewater as a backup.
Hey, real quick, not to change subject. So
go ahead.
It put Dalton Schultz goes to the Texans. Another person that went there is Devin from Buffalo. So remember way back when we said when Tennessee had put certain running back on the trade offer block, I think that opens the door a little bit more for that.
I think so too.
I wouldn't be sure when that happens.
No, it's a different one for me. He didn't draft Okudah. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Lamar. I agree with you on that.
We'll see. No, I like what your Lions are doing. Let's hop on. Let's hop on World Baseball real quick.
Yeah.
For those who haven't been keeping up with it, man, bravo to Team USA. They are in the championship match.
Man, I was surprised.
We'll find out who it's going.
This is no slight or nothing against anybody, but I usually, you know what I'm saying, you usually see like the foreign players win this, not the U.S. players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like either the Japanese team or one of the Latino teams, they usually win it. So it had a USA in it. I was surprised when I saw it. I was like, what? USA? Who?
Yeah. Yeah. So, USA. USA's they're waiting on the winner of Japan and Mexico.
Right.
So it's either Japan or Mexico, and then I think Japan and Mexico play tonight. So I'll probably keep an eye on that.
Yeah,
it'll probably be on my TV. Probably keep an eye on that while me and MJ will be on the late night hour show tonight. So it's just I think when me and Smitty me and him,
you go in and out. What'd you say now?
And you can't see that there was a team. So thank God my man Trey Turner has been fucking home run happy the last few games, and it's just been magical as hell. Mike Trout been showing out.
Right.
So I mean, look, I gotta give props to Team USA. They proved me wrong when I thought that, hey, I didn't know if they were going to take this shit serious, and they've taken it very serious. Matter of fact, every team has taken it serious. Every team has been putting their best foot forward. So I mean, Smitty, Goldschmidt has been balling out. I mean, no, USA has done their thing. I'm glad they're in the finals. They were the last team to win it, so they're trying to go back to back.
Right.
But I'm telling you, whether it's Japan or Mexico, it won't be easy because Mexico already put the wood to the USA boys. So they put a whooping on them, and we got to be honest. First of all, getting past Venezuela was one thing because Venezuela was a damn good team. They came out probably the toughest pool when they had Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico in that same pool, and they beat both. Then you beat a good game Cuba team and beat them.
I know.
Yeah, and smash the Cubans, man. Beat their ass.
They make a good sandwich though.
Yeah, that Cuban sandwich, dude.
That Cuban sandwich, they must smack.
Boy, that shit smack if it's done right.
That's the key. If it's done right.
Yeah,
that's the key right there.
For real. If it ain't done right, boy, We got some problems.
You got a mess on your hands.
What the hell is this shit? What is this shit? I can't get you.
I can't get you with this shit. But I agree with you on Detroit Sport Talk. I don't think that Okuda or Will Harris is in the future for Detroit. And Ant said that he think that Japan will win it all.
Hey, Japan,
I don't know, man.
No, Japan has a chance to do it, man. Japan is looking good. Otani's playing out of his mind, doing Otani things. So
fuck Otani.
Hey man, why y'all be hating on Otani, bro? What's up with this?
Yeah, them Platinos be good, man. Them Platinos be good.
Platinos. Why y'all hating on?
Fuck Shohei.
Man, come on, man. Don't do that. Hey, MJ said the same thing, bro. What's up with this Shohei Otani hate? What's up with this, dog?
Man, fuck him.
Shohei ain't did nothing.
It racially motivated. It ain't racially motivated.
It gotta be. I don't know what's up with it, dog.
Talking about, man, my mailman is Asian.
Man, hey, all right. I'm glad we at the end of this show because this shit about to go off the fucking rails. Golly, hey, I don't think he's as good as everybody be hyping up to be, man.
Oh, word. That's all. I think he's a good player, but I don't think he's a great player. Let me say that.
All right.
I mean, I'd like to see him go somewhere else and then see what he can do from that. You know what I'm saying? Right, Smitty, thank you.
Smitty, please don't.
Please Matt is still upset about Pearl Harbor.
Man, come on, man. This is what we. All right, yeah.
No, but on real tip, man, I just think that here's what I like to see. If he goes somewhere else, I like to see him go somewhere else and see if he can produce those same numbers. And if he can't, I shut up. I'll be proven wrong.
Okay. So you think he's just giving the benefit of the doubt to keep putting up these great numbers on a trash team and no playoff success or appearance, and it gets swept under the rug because he's on a smaller market?
He's nothing but Asian Gonzaga.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
He gets to the Sweet 16 or the Elite 8 and then choke.
Man said that. No, say it again. He's a what?
The Asian Gonzaga.
I'm done, God. Hey, man. Hey, that's our show, man.
I'll call him Shohei Timmy.
Shohei Timmy.
Shohei Timmy.
Damn. I mean, no, look. But come on.
It didn't have nothing to do with him being Asian, so that's not.
What I'm saying,
I know somebody gonna get in the not people here, but somebody gonna hear this and get in the comments, be like, "Well, he being racist. Ain't got nothing to be being racist, man."
But hear me out though. If you're gonna have that same hate for Otani, you gotta
have the same
hate for Trout, bro.
I do.
They both sit in the same crappy ass team, collecting MVPs without no postseason appearances. No postseason anything to show for it, so it's like
move and go somewhere else and then prove it. Prove what you can do. I mean,
I hear you.
The enemy did it. We're gonna see what he does.
Whoa! Jury's still out, bro.
That's what we'll see he does. But he at least moved.
I'm just saying,
whoa! He made that tip. He traveled over somewhere else.
I was like, whoa, bro, you getting a little bit too premature. And like, he ain't done nothing yet. Like,
easy.
All he did is got a job,
dog. Easy with the accusation. Ain't nothing premature over here.
All I'm saying is all the dude did is get the job. He ain't did nothing yet. Like, what
I'm saying? At least he did move. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Let me see Shohei and Trout move and see what they can do on another team.
Hey man,
just don't go to the Yankees. I mean that won't prove nothing. You're gonna be somewhere with a whole bunch of people. Go somewhere.
Go to the Mets and do what? To do the same thing?
No, yeah. I told you. You know how I feel about the Mets. The Mets and the Jets are the same team.
Shit. They teasing you.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't nothing but a dick tease.
Yeah, hey, MJ, you're right. Trout has played 3 playoff games and he got swept. By my Kansas City Royals. It's 2014. Yeah, I believe so. 2014. Got swept. Anyway, no, I don't know. I respect both of their talents. I just hate that the fact that they just continue to sit there and be buried.
And my thing is I'm not calling him garbage. I just don't think he's a great player. It's different. There's levels to this. And it's good players.
Yeah.
It's great players.
Yeah.
I think he's a good player. I don't know if he's great yet.
Stop burying yourself on that trash team, bro.
That's all I'm saying. Go somewhere else and let's see what you can do.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm playing with a bunch of middle schoolers, of course I'm gonna be good.
I hope so.
I'm like
that be a home run king, bro.
Madden, you play Madden, you make the player, you be like 8 foot tall, you just stiff arm.
Hey, you know what, Mel? See, it's shit like this with Ant. I tried to be on his squad. I tried to be.
Ant be doing that, man. That's how Ant do, man. That's how Ant do, bro.
This is what Ant do. Hey, see, Ant, you ain't had to come for me. You ain't had to come for me.
Bro.
Hey, you damn right I was proud. I'm a proud Royals fan. We got a World Series to even talk about within the last 10 years. Man, why you got? See,
we got 4, nigga. We got 4.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Tiny Kool-Aid.
I'm just saying, man. Good players. Just get out of stop missing the playoffs and stop collecting MVPs on a trash team. That doesn't make you most valuable. You're just a good player.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Like you should.
And I agree with you on that. I say he's a good player. I don't know if he's great yet.
On trash teams,
right?
That's missing playoffs. I hate it. It's the dumbest thing in the world. So
yeah, we know, Matt. We know 27. We know.
Come on, man. I am rooting for you in your new OC. All right. I will always. I'm like literally this whole upcoming NFL season. I'm gonna be secretly rooting for the Washington Commanders because of Eric Bieniemy.
It's like this, no cap. Fuck Washington. I ain't rooting for y'all for shit.
And just like that, we gonna end this show because this shit about to get ugly because AB took this shit out. Hey man, I'm the Wild Card Mar. You can catch me at Facebook, Instagram, Wild Card Mar, Twitter, KC Wild Card Mar. You can catch us, I.O.W Sports, on I.O.W Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, and most importantly on YouTube. You can catch all the content at live shows, shorts, No Name Podcast, Wild Card Chief, of course, the I.O.W Sports Show, Late Night Al Edition with me and MJ.
Right.
Hey, y'all know the deal. Hey, and please don't forget on our original I Often Wonder podcast, my big homie Detroit Mel got some stuff cooking up over there.
Right.
So, pay attention to our other YouTube channel as well. And y'all keep showing the love and support towards our way for this I.O.W movement we got going on. Shout out to all our partners over there at 613 Fade Productions. Shout out to Melvin Hall and the whole Man Down Sports crew. Our people we collaborate tonight. Yes, MJ, yes, me and you. Come on, man. We did 4 shows last week. We're gonna do 4 shows this week. But y'all know the deal, man. Keep liking, sharing, subscribing, spreading the word what we got going on. We're gonna keep grinding. Wildcard Mar, Detroit Mail. I'll come back on Thursday, you dig? Same time, 4 p.m. Standard Time. Episode 232. We be back. Check y'all later.
Peace.